Janja Garnbret, Pro Climbing Profiles. How well do you know Janja Garnbret? The best female climber in the world today carries a huge burden as a role model for upcoming female climbing athletes. So today we are going to understand who Janja Garnbret is, how she became who she is today, and what responsibilities she has for the climbing community. Hello climbers and welcome back. We are going to look at Janja Garnbret's climbing style, her signature moves, and also peek into the side that most of you wouldn't know much, which is her personal life outside climbing. And along the way, fun facts that you most likely never realized about Janja, such as her favorite gyms and what she wants more than just being the best climber in the world. And then we're going to focus on the interesting approach that Janja has to training that enables her to be consistently performing at the highest level. And then we'll finish off with Janja's life mission, the message that she wants to share with the world and the way she wants to promote climbing. This is the Olympic sport climbing athlete Janja Garnbret, aka Janja Garnbret, aka janjagarnbret. I'm pretty sure some of you pronounced Janja at first, right? Was it just me? Oh. Did you know that Janja started climbing at age 7? But guess when she started competing? 8! Can you believe that? Only after 1 year, bang! Janja is already competing at climbing competitions. She was introduced to climbing indoors after her parents found her climbing on trees all the time. Shortly after, she was introduced to a more serious climbing gym and started working seriously with the Slovenian youth team with coach Gonet Hen on the national team. Since then, she has gone on to almost world domination in the competition climbing scene. So why learn about Janja Garnbret and how can you improve your own climbing and learning from her? Who wants to learn from this clumsy girl who is always falling on her belly like this over and over again? I mean, come on, she's surely not the best climber in the world right now, right? Since at a very young age, Janja Garnbret has shown incredible talent. She dominated the Climbing European Youth Championships from 2013 all the way to 2016. She took gold in lots of bouldering competitions and she was dominant in the lead as well. But a successful youth career doesn't really translate to the adult scene. But a short youth career doesn't translate to the adult competitions. Most youth champions take a lot of time to get used to and adjust to adult climbing competitions, but not Janja. She already went in with a bang, claiming combined wins left, right and center from 2016 to 2018. And in 2019 was Janja's year and it started very well indeed. The IFSC World Cup started in March with a gold for Janja in bouldering at Meiringen. What followed was gold in all 6 bouldering events for that year. This was the first time a competitor had won every bouldering event in the season. In total, she solved 74 of the 78 problems. Amazing. Her bouldering winning streak only ended in Salt Lake City in 2021 after a total of 9 victories in a row.
Very dynamically.
It was at this moment that he knew.
And even then, she only lost by attempts. Natalia Grossman crashed all 4 boulders, but Janja also topped all 4 boulders but just took 1 or 2 extra attempts. That's how close it was. Also, in 2020, Janja Garnbret made history together with Domen Skofic. Both climbed a route on the highest chimney in Europe in Slovenia. The two climbed a route over the full 360 meters of the tower, the longest man-made climbing route in the world, on every pitch without falling. Well, I think they did it on the second attempt. But is there more to Janja than all the gold and glory she has won? Is there more substance to her story? With all these achievements and power comes great responsibility. Janja, whether she likes it or not, has been given the responsibility as the face of female climbing. The public eye's opinion about climbing rests on her hands. Many young female climbers also look up to her as a role model. In a time when eating disorder problems run rampant in the female climbing competition scene, how will Janja deal with these stigmas? And how will she shape the future of climbing? But before that, fun fact, have you realized that Janja Garnbret has remained injury-free for so many years? How she remains injury-free, we will look at later. Janja's signature moves. Janja's signature moves include the fish hook, the human flag, and of course, the Janja! Janja describes herself as a more powerful climber. She especially enjoys coordination moves in bouldering.
Every boulder is a little special, but I like the jumps, so they're really cool.
I'm more of a powerful climber. I like more powerful boulders.
However, she actually started specializing in lead climbing first. Her debut featured a very Ondra-esque style, efficient, well thought out and controlled. So how does she develop this talent for the new school style? That's for another topic in the future. If you'd like to see a deeper analysis of Janja's techniques and how she finds success with her signature moves and climbing styles, comment Ale Janja in the comments below. But for now, Janja actually controls the new school momentum in a way that most climbers probably don't. If you look closely and you watch a lot of Janja Garnbret, you can see that although her limbs are flinging out, she actually catches the hold in a very balanced position, and she actually then flows together with the momentum rather than directly fighting it. She also seems to find the most simplest way to get from point A to point B, taking full advantage of her strengths. And sometimes Tomoa also does this. You might be surprised, but a large part of Janja's success is because of her team. The Slovenian team has an interesting culture for training and talent development. Where in other countries the athletes have to train by themselves and mostly train individually, Slovenian athletes actually spend most of their time training together and work very closely with their coaches. This isn't the case in America until very recently, and even then it is still underdeveloped. It only started right before the Salt Lake City 2021 competition. The Slovenian climbing team have been developing talent in a family-like culture for many years. This is part of the reason why you see so many elite climbers climbing from a very relatively small country. Did you know Janja commutes up to 4 hours a day just to train in the facility where the athletes meet? That's what I call dedication. If you'd like me to go deeper into Janja, her climbing styles, and the talent development system and coaching styles of the Slovenian climbing team, comment down below Ale Janja or Janja analysis in the comment section. Holistic training. This next section will surprise you. Did you realize that you never hear news about Janja getting severely injured? So many climbers are having injuries or recurring injuries like Miho, Stasa, and even Ondra gets injuries. But Janja seems to be always in tip-top shape and remains consistently at the highest level. How does she stay injury-free? Well, Janja actually allocates a significant amount of time on injury prevention during each training session. A brief overview of what Janja's training session looks like is a significant warm-up, usually running, starting off with easy climbing, TheraBand exercises focused for injury prevention, and then only specific climbing training, finishing off with long periods of stretching and cool down. Another surprising thing you might see is that they only have one climbing training session a day. What? And it's only a 3-hour session, and that's it. You know, usually elite athletes often train twice a day for a total of 5 to 6 hours. And we've heard how hard Ondra and Alex trains. They go ham at the gym and at the wall. We can see here that Janja and her coaching team actually prioritize high quality training and ample amounts of rest, which most likely contributes to the climber's longevity and injury prevention. But the secret sauce to Janja's success is perhaps her mental attitude. The reason why Janja is the best in the world is because she simply and just enjoys climbing. If there's one thing you always see from the winner interviews at all the World Cups, interviews with Ondra, Tomoa, Janja, is that they're always there and they're always having fun, being in the climbing competition together with their fellow athletes and coaches, the whole climbing community. They always mention the atmosphere and the crowd and how they enjoyed the climbs. Enjoying climbing gets you in the moment and in the zone. If you're stressing about all the results and trying to optimize your skin, it's probably gonna have an adverse effect. Having fun gets you in the Ondra flow and keeps you in the moment. Your best performances are when you're just free to soak in the experience of the climb and with your friends. As a wise Bobet once said, the best climber in the gym is the one having the most fun.
Finally, the most important tip of all, have fun. The best climber is the one with the biggest smile on their face.
Time for another fun fact. Janja actually has a shared tattoo on her arm together with her best friend. Have you noticed this sun and moon tattoo? I never knew. Life outside climbing. Being a very popular character among the whole Slovenian team and international scene, but she's also very beloved by a very special someone called Domin's Coffee. Their relationship is so close, they have been together for so long. They usually train together, they travel together, and now they're having their own climbing gym together. Domin is currently building this climbing gym, I think nearby his house, and it looks epic. It looks so zen. Incredible. Another fun fact of Janja is that, hey, she actually has her favorite gyms. Can you guess? Well, every pro climber's favorite gym is obviously B-Pump Okigubo in Tokyo, and that's where they are meeting right now in preparation for the Olympic game. But before we move on to Janja's mission, comment down below which climber you would like to see next in this Pro Climber Profile series. Janja's mission and vision for climbing is to promote healthy climbing and long-term injury prevention. At the back end as well, she realizes that her influence has a lot of weight, especially in the development of sport climbing as such a young niche sport. Janja wants to boost a healthy image of the sport. Janja says that the demands of climbing have led to youngsters, especially girls, trying to get lighter. And this has led some people to develop some eating disorders in the bid for better results. Janja wants to use her platform and use her position as the top athlete to show the next generation of climbers that maintaining a healthy lifestyle can translate into success. I just want to set a good example in that you don't need to lose extra weight to be successful, she says. I definitely feel responsible for our sport. I just want to represent climbing as a fun sport that is always fun and you just have to climb up and enjoy yourself. And she continues, I remember falling in love the first time that I tried climbing because I felt so weightless. It was just me and the wall. So do you think Janja will win at the Tokyo Olympics? Or will we see a big upset? Click here to watch how Akio Noguchi became a climbing legend. Thanks for watching, let's climb together.
My parents signed me in the club in my hometown and I liked it. I climbed everywhere. I didn't want to go home. I just wanted to climb. So yeah.
Cool. So it's a passion for you.
Yeah, it's a real passion.